Okay, so let's talk about Mulan. We all think we know her story, right? The legendary warrior, this global icon. She's a household name, a symbol of courage and strength. But what if I told you the story we all know and love is just the latest chapter in a tale that's much, much older? I mean, the version most of us know is just epic, isn't it? A young woman secretly takes her father's place in the army, and she goes on to save the entire nation. It's this powerful, inspiring story that has captivated millions of people. But that's not where her story began. Not even close. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into. We're going to peel back centuries of legend to find the original seed of the story, a short, powerful poem that's dramatically different from the blockbuster version we know today. So, to really understand the original, we first have to get on the same page about the version that has conquered the world. This is the Mulan that most of us picture when we hear her name.
Yeah, these details have become absolutely iconic. Her surname, Hua, the enemy, the invading Huns, of course, the wisecracking dragon sidekick, and that big central romance with her commanding officer. It all builds up to her saving the emperor and becoming this huge national hero. Now, I want you to keep these details in mind, because, and this is the wild part, almost none of them were in the original story.
So where did it all begin? Well, the entire legend grows from one single source, a folk song from ancient China known as the Ballad of Mulan. And we are not talking about a recent text. This story is roughly 1,500 years old. It dates all the way back to the Northern Wei dynasty, which was a period of intense conflict in China. This isn't some modern invention. It's a genuine echo from an ancient world. Unlike the sprawling epics that we're used to, the original ballad is incredibly concise. It's a short poem, just a little over 300 characters, that focuses really tightly on Mulan's personal journey, her sense of duty, and her deep desire to just return home. It's less about saving China and much more about saving her family. So how different are they really? Let's do it. Let's put the modern legend and the ancient ballad side by side and see what changes, and maybe what stays the same. This is where it gets really fascinating. You can just see how much was added on later. In the original ballad, Mulan has no last name. Hua, which means flower, that was added centuries later to make her more relatable. The enemy is just a vague northern invader, not a specific group like the Huns. And maybe the most surprising thing, there's no romance at all, and no animal sidekick. The original story is a much more grounded tale about duty and the sheer cleverness it took to survive. This quote right here, this really captures the heart of the original poem. The climax isn't some huge battle for the fate of China. It's the personal, incredibly dramatic moment when Mulan returns home after 12 years of service and reveals her identity to her shocked comrades, who had fought alongside her for over a decade without a single clue. So if the original was so simple, where did all the other details come from? They weren't just invented by modern filmmakers. Instead, they were added piece by piece, layer by layer, over more than 1,000 years of retelling. This timeline just shows you exactly how a story can transform over time. It starts as this simple folk song. Then, centuries later, in the Ming Dynasty, it becomes a dramatic play. That's when she gets the name Hua Mulan to add more character for the stage. Later, a Qing Dynasty novel layers on romance and epic battles to appeal to popular tastes. And then finally, in the modern era, global film and media shape her into the international icon we all recognize today. So this brings us to the big question. Why? Why has this particular story survived for 1,500 years? Why does Mulan continue to resonate so deeply generation after generation? Well, the key to her survival is this idea. Mulan is a flexible legend. The original story is so brilliantly simple at its core that every generation can see its own values reflected in her. She isn't just one hero. She becomes a symbol for whatever an era needs her to be. And you can see it right here. Over the centuries, she's been a symbol of filial piety, a child's devotion to their parents. She's represented loyalty to the empire and national pride. And more recently, she has become this powerful global icon for female empowerment, for independence, and for exploring gender and identity. Her meaning evolves with the world around her. So you see, the legend of Mulan isn't a fixed historical artifact. It's a living story. It's like a mirror that each era holds up to itself. From an ancient poem about a daughter's duty to a global blockbuster about saving the world, her journey is a reflection of our own changing values. Which leaves us with one final question to think about. What does she mean to us today? And what will Mulan represent next?